I heard Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, who I consider to be one of the most powerful human beings on the planet right now. I heard him say something that was really interesting about China. And basically, what Jensen Huang was saying was that the Chinese are just prepared to completely kick our ass when it comes to AI. And a lot of it comes down to like just how quickly they can produce and manufacture things. Like in the US, in order to build anything, if you want to build a gazebo in your backyard, you got to get like 10,000 permits and inspections and all this other stuff done. And if you have a really complex project, then it's going to really take you a while to get that done. The Chinese, they can build a hospital on a weekend. That's what he said. He said they can build a hospital on a weekend. They can build AI data centers like it ain't nothing. It takes us years to build out a data center because there has to be an environmental study and there has to be approvals for every little thing. And a lot of things have to be coordinated. So he said they produce faster. Actually, and also they produce people in a certain way. The Chinese produce more engineers in a year than the U.S., India, and Japan combined. They produce more engineers in a year than us plus India plus Japan combined. And also their engineers are better than our engineers. They didn't go to college and spend 4 years drinking beer 50% of the time. They are ready on day one to go get something patented. They're ready on day one to jump out there and do work. They're ready on day one to get things done. They have discipline. Thank you, Charles. Great term. They have something that we just, as a society, I think, have abandoned, which is discipline. I'm a big believer in discipline. I just do. I believe discipline for the children makes them better. Discipline for yourself makes you more successful. Discipline in everything can help you to have whatever you want. If you can be financially disciplined, then a lot of these problems can go away. But discipline is something where people think you're a weirdo if you embrace it. But I don't think you're a weirdo. I think that you're smart, right? So anyway, let's keep going. Let's talk about this. All right, so capitalism is an economic system in which the means of production, such as land, factories, technology, and capital, it's pretty much anything that can produce various forms of financial security, income, stuff like that. So I own stock. I mean, you might own real estate. You might own a business. If you went to college, you have what is called human capital. Your human capital went up because you got that degree. Congratulations. And it says in this system, these means of production are privately owned and the goods and services are produced for the purpose of generating profit. So that's really important. They're privately owned, not owned by the government, not owned collectively, and they are designed for the purpose of generating profit. So they want to make a profit, and it's privately owned. In this system, prices, wages, and the allocation of resources are largely determined by markets while individuals and firms operate in competition with one another. So a couple things are supposed to happen in capitalism is one, you're supposed to have open free markets, which you in many cases you don't actually, and then also they're supposed to have competition. So Netflix just wanted to buy Warner Brothers, and they're going to get challenged immediately because some believe that much concentration of power in media is going to be anti-competitive and make it that much more difficult for upstarts and incumbents to kind of get into the game, right? If you're a young filmmaker or if you're a young studio and you're trying to make something happen, it's going to be much harder for you to get that done, right? And it makes me even think about just because I love my friends. There's a guy named Barry Brewer who's a great comedian that I know out of Chicago. And he's got a new movie coming out, and since it's a black-owned movie, I should probably mention it because I'm going to take the time to watch it. I'm trying to find his Instagram, and it's about Christmas.